Hello everybody. It's been about 14 days now since we all took the big hit from Hurricane Michael. The mission continues. First, as you can see around me, this is the AOC. This is where 22 of us rode out the storm, and as you can see, our place here did very well here. Same kind of thing on the other side of the street with our 1st Air Force building. That place did fairly well as well, and we can be moving in there fairly soon. So to try to provide help where we can and getting you all back to fully mission capable and able to come back at the right time, we've set up this 1st Air Force Recovery Center with the help of some of our folks from NORAD Northcom and a lot of volunteers. And I'm going to have Brigadier General Ekman, Vice Commander, go through some of the things that you see in there.
The 1st Air Force Recovery Center was set up to take care of our most precious resource, our people and their families. They've stood up for several days now, and on the average they've received about 10 to 15 calls a day. Well, starting yesterday, they became proactive, and now they're calling all 850 people across the 1st Air Force and Air Operations Center enterprise and going through a series of questions to help understand how our families are doing and what specific needs each of them has.
So where we are here, this became the 325th and the Tyndall Recovery Center here for the immediate aftermath of taking care of the base and getting things going. Now the 325th has moved back to the other side of the street. Things are getting back into a normal flow, being able to occupy some of their buildings to continue their operation. And now we're able to shore up our AOC here. But one thing that may not be completely obvious to everybody is that the 325th is, obviously, they host us here as a tent organization. Their flying mission will be carried on at other locations for the time being. And so the Air Force is in the process of PCSing out many of its people to continue that mission. We're going the other way. We're going somewhat counterflow. We're trying to stabilize things here, both with our people and our facilities, so that the mission can return here 1 January 2019. So let's take a walk over to the 1st Air Force. Okay, so we're in A1 now, and as you can see, the place has been gutted. Probably looks a lot like many of your homes right now. We pulled out all the carpet, we pulled out all of the furniture and everything to prevent any further damage from the moisture. So we've stopped the trauma to the building, and we're in the recovery mode. And so the next thing that'll happen here at 1st Air Force is we will put permanent seals and bricks back up on the sides. We'll put our carpet back in, brand new furniture in, new ceiling tiles in, and then we'll be ready for you to be able to come back in to work in these sections. The rest of the building did pretty well. INSEP, the end down there, is just fine. Most of the building had no water intrusion at all.
So a lot of people have really worked hard to restore our buildings, because if you think about it, on both sides of Highway 98, our buildings are our 1st Air Force weapons system. A lot of this came through the volunteers of people who went through this storm, whose homes were spared. They came in and gave their extra time. And I think that's important to note, because as our people stabilize their families and their homes, the extra ability that they have to come in and help, so I think that their capabilities and the time that they have will be put to good use. And so we look forward to having them back in here as we continue on the road to recovery.
So it's a long, long road to recovery, but every day is better. I'm optimistic about this, and I'm very positive about our ability to turn back on our mission right here in this building and in our AOC on 1 January 2019.